Yeah, I'm on my phone, it autocorrects. Excuses? It's a video game. If you don't, guess you have to leave it. Listen here, man. You should know this by now. Am I not clicked in the window? Why doesn't it? It doesn't move the thing. I clicked in the window. Oh, it's just not moving. Because my mouse isn't in the window? No. Oh, there it goes. Hey, controls. Freaking game had a wee bit of a pickle there. It's alright though. Alright, that audio should be good. It shouldn't have changed at all for you guys, but you know. Turn that up a little bit, actually. Is the audio good? Should be. Looks good. Hard to tell sometimes. Alright, you can hear me yawn now, I forgot. Just because you've been following for a couple years doesn't need to know what I do and don't do. Yeah, it does. It's required. There's a quiz at the end of the year. Also, unlike the original release of this on console, this is the PC version though, and the international version, you start the game with New Game Plus and New Game Minus. Whereas originally you had to unlock them by either beating trial mode or beating the story, respectively. You never finished Zodiac Age? It's a good game. You managed to escape the quiz. No, you just failed it. You just don't know. You never showed up for the quiz. We're gonna do New Game Minus because I hate myself, and why not? I've already played the game a billion times. I may as well suck at it in a different manner. Hooray! Being bad at video games. What's my, I don't remember what my mute button is. Not that, I can tell you that. Nope. I might not be able to because of the freaking game window. That's really loud, by the way. Ow. You cannot level up in Minus. There is no experience gain. Yeah, your name updated for me. You kind of want to figure out how long you've been following, but effort, yeah, that's fair. It's so loud for me, holy Christ. I need to actually do something more. Okay.
In the name of the Father,
oh, for God's sake, man.
of these holy relics, I hereby pronounce you man and wife from this time forth.
Man and wife.
May the blessings of the gods light your path for all eternity.
I have dropped a few frames. I don't know when that happened, but seems okay. Let me know if I do start dropping frames. Just like spam ravioli or something. You gonna play with a keyboard or controller? I'm on controller. I read that backwards. You can tell by the button prompt down there. I'm actually using the PS4 controller.
Arcadia should launch an attack by both land and air. Our kingdom will stand little.
Nabudis has fallen.
Impossible.
My father? I know not. I am sorry.
If Nabudis has indeed fallen, it is only a matter of time before they reach the borders of Dalmasca. There is nothing to halt their advance.
Secure Nalbina with all haste.
I will go. And I will go at his side.
Is there anyone here who hasn't actually watched me play this 6 times? By the way. You haven't seen me play this? My god, Blarg, where have you been? You probably do you follow me on YouTube? Probably not, if that's the case.
Galtea, stand watch over your life.
That I be considered worthy.
You got halfway through the international playthrough? The international playthrough was long. Also, speaking of naval ops, yeah, I wish they would, I wish a 3rd one had come out, Warship Gunner 3. You've never actually seen the ending. That's gonna be a while from now. Welcome back, Pandosity. We Star Wars now. The quality probably doesn't look amazing for you guys right now, because there's a lot of motion during these cutscenes. You still get job points? Yes, otherwise it would be unplayable. It's your favorite FF, but you haven't seen the ending. Excuse me, sir? I wish that back thing would go away, but whatever.
The fortress is lost! We must withdraw! No! The paling still stands! Shield on sight, near failing light.
Yeah, about that paling. Maybe you should have defended the dudes keeping it up. The cutscene looks fine to you. That's surprising.
For my father. For my father! Lord Rasler!
Normally, lots of motion doesn't do well on Twitch. It's like watching TV, no pixelation, no 4 frame drops. That's actually really surprising to me. How did I manage it? What witchcraft has allowed me? You never did understand why they fought on chocobos on a castle wall. I don't really either.
Blessings of the great
They just have
Father,
stairs dedicated for
guide their
chocobos to get
bodies
up there? I don't know.
to the earth.
By the way, he's dead. You've known him for like 20 seconds, but he's dead.
Great
Feel
Father,
emotion, please.
Guide your spirit's return to the Mother of all.
You must now
There
cry.
you shall find peace. Pharaoh.
When it gets to the normal play, it'll shit itself. It's possible, we'll have to see. I changed some settings before we started the stream, but I don't know how well it'll play once we actually get into the game because I haven't tested it. Get world record in this? Oh my god, I don't know nearly enough about the new game minus runs to do that at all. Why is it paused? Okay.
The death of Lord Rasla Heos Nabradia was but one of many tragedies to befall the Kingdom of Dalmasca. The air of hope that had surrounded Her Royal Highness Princess Asha's wedding was now quite lost. Dalmasca had been set adrift at the mercy of history's restless tides. At this time, two great empires struggled for dominion over Ivalice: Arcadia in the east, Rosaria the west. The invasion of the Kingdom of Nabradia was Arcadia's first step in its westward march. With Lord Rasla's beloved homeland consumed by the hellfires of war, it seemed clear that Arcadia would soon mete out a like fate to Dalmasca. The fall of the fortress at Nalbina.
As long as you do a complete run, you will get world record though, as there's no competition. People have done new game minus runs. I'm pretty sure there's people on YouTube with playlists.
By the order of the Knights of Dalmasca,
I think Ash has one.
But against the martial might of the Arcadian armies, they stood little chance of victory. Indeed, their defeat was to be absolute.
Am I playing this on PC or PS4? This is a PC version.
Arcadia came forward, offering terms of peace, or as one might rather put it, terms of Dalmasca's surrender. Lord Ramenas, King of Dalmasca, and my dear friend, had no choice but to accept these terms. It was, thus, only with reluctance that he set out for Nalbina Fortress, now under Arcadian occupation, to affix his seal to the Emperor's Treaty of Peace. The king had scarce departed his royal city of Rabanasta when the remnants of the Order made their return.
You might pause it. Yeah, it's gonna pause it. Anyway.
And not a moment too soon. For
You hated sitting through this? Me too, but you know, if anyone hasn't seen it, I'm not going to skip it.
Signed with steel and written in royal blood.
If I was just playing this on my own, I'd be skipping this because I've already seen it. So yeah, probably nobody submitted one on the speedrun site.
You there?
I doubt this is a popular game mode.
It's as I feared. They're slowing us down.
Do not say that. Not all of us are here for love of battle. He fights to defend his homeland. Your name?
Rex, sir. My name's Rex.
Good.
So the big difference is, besides
You bore a few cuts.
graphically looking slightly better,
Well, understand?
is that it runs at 60 FPS instead of 30. So it should look better. In theory, assuming it doesn't kill the stream in a second here, we're gonna find out.
I'm fine, sir.
How old are you, Rex?
You can cheat by getting 4 times speed. Technically
17,
true.
sir.
Because the 4x speed doesn't change the game clock.
My brother is all I have left, sir. He's 2 years younger than I, living in Rabanastre.
So young. You're barely old enough to be a man. You shouldn't be forced to wield a sword.
No, sir. I want to fight. For my homeland. And for my parents.
It's time, Bosch. Save the discussion for later. We must reach the king before they act, or all our efforts will be in vain.
No
I'm aware
efforts.
of the situation.
We found them over there!
Apostle, go ahead. I will handle this rabble.
Godspeed.
I like how they don't even try to stop the like 12 people that just ran past them. You'd have 400 hours plus on your game. The first
Steady, Rex.
2 playthroughs I
Keep your
did
wits about you and you'll make it.
were on the PS2, so there was no speed multiplier, but I played it on an emulator, so I just used the emulator to unlock the frame rate to run it faster. So my camera. So my game time on those versions was way higher than the PS4 one. Also, so, is it still running fine? Still looking okay? Frame rate seems okay? Seems alright on my end. Do you see the marker above my head? I've got a sticker smiley face. Attached it to a small stick and implanted it in my hair. Looks fine apart from your motion sickness. Does it still give you motion sickness? Probably the spinning does. I should probably not do that too much. Oh, JK. Time to spin it more. Motion sickness should be less of a problem on this version because it's actually running at 60 instead of 30, so it doesn't have that terrible motion blur. Yes, his name is indeed Rex, not Rex. And I realize those pronounce exactly the same, and that's kind of the point, but you know. Oh no, it is an enemy. A hostile target line. Change targets by hitting the button. Show it to me, Rex. Oops. I'll show you what for, fiend. We did it. Good job, team.
Captain?
Oh no, it's our first boss encounter, TM. That's really bright, good god. You never paid attention to the HP bar at this point. There's really no need to, because you get healed anyway, so... There's no reason to do anything. You can just tell it to attack and then fast forward the game and wait, because nothing happens. Yeah, Bosch hits really hard compared to everyone else. Good job, by the way, we did it. Difficult fight. I don't know the point of this encounter. I guess it's to show this off. Now we can watch this in 60 FPS. Does it kill the frame rate? No. Seems okay. Oh god, I forgot how loud that was.
We receive you, Tomberry. You've leave to retire. Well fought.
I forgot how loud that dialogue was. Why is it so loud? We did it, team. Good job. Let's kill these people. Hey, what's up? Bang. So full white mage party. I don't think it's possible to win with a full white mage party. Not in New Game Minus. Most of the quickenings are super dark. But most of them are dark because very little lighting is in the quickening scenes because they wanted it looking all fancy and atmospheric. A lot of the lighting in the scenes is from the quickening itself, which makes it look cool.
What if Captain Azulis has fallen?
Don't talk such nonsense.
Vossler's laughed in the face of death far too many times for him to stop now.
Men like him don't die in places like this. We must make haste to reach the king. We will take him to safety.
This is just IZJS, but the non-emulator version. There's some differences, but mostly, yeah.
On his seal is dry.
But if we arrive after he signed the treaty?
Wait. Quickly, Rex.
Like, ignoring the part that the emulator still ran at 30 FPS. The RT command allows you to flee. I don't have an RT button, though. A potion. I don't think there's any other loot besides that, actually. That and that loot in the stairwell. Hello, fiend. There's no reason to kill you. Alright, you can't see Rex equipment. I forgot about that. In this version of the game, you can actually get Rex's sword. And save your progress. Do. There's no reason to get his sword because it's awful, but you can if you want. There you go. New Game Minus.
Intruders! Don't let them escape!
Time to level grind. We can't though. It's new game plans. Console
We have little
commands there.
time. You must go to the king.
There's cheats.
I'll handle these.
Fight well.
You got grounded from this game because your neighbor's daughters came over and saw Fran and told your parents about it. That's a feels bad man right there. We could go back and heal, but there's actually no reason to heal, by the way. And there's nothing else to fight here, so. There's only 2 cheats in this, actually, unless you use a trainer or something. There's unlimited LP, I think, or max LP, and max Gil. Can't have kids be indoctrinated to Playboy at that age. Oh no.
Your Majesty. Captain, why? Our king, what have you done?
I can't believe you've
The
done
king
this.
intended all along to sell Damascus to the Empire. His Majesty was a traitor.
Captain,
Nani?
Seize the insurgent.
Well, so much for peaceful negotiations.
We'll never surrender to you. We are not cattle to be sold by a traitor king.
But the war is over, my dear Captain. You have lost. Dalmasca is the property of the Empire now. And to think we intended to let you keep some of your sovereignty, out of respect. But now you've gone and ruined that. Haven't you, Captain?
The different voiced guy is definitely the captain. Listen.
You. And the people of Dalmasca will hate you for it.
Don't bring your logic into this.
Take the captain away.
Off you go.
They got an achievement. I didn't do anything. I'm the greatest player of this video game.
Vaughn.
What was the achievement called? I think it was for the homeland. I forgot
Pretenses
that.
of peace left by the wayside. The Arcadian forces resumed their advance toward Rabanasta. Dalmasca's doom had been decided. To make resistance would serve no end. With this foremost in my thoughts, I to the people of Dalmasca. Sons and daughters of Dalmasca, I bid you lay down your arms. Raise songs of prayer in their stead. Prayer for His Majesty King Raminas, ever merciful, a man devoted wholly to peace.
I never answered if I was on PC. Yeah, I did. I said I'm on PC.
Who, wrought with grief at her kingdom's defeat, has taken her own life.
It is the PC version.
Also that Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg, for incitement of sedition and the assassination of His Royal Majesty King Raminas, has been found guilty of high treason and put to his death. They who at this late hour choose still the sword are cut of the same cloth as the captain. Traitors who would lead Dalmasca to her ruin.
You really want to get this on Steam and play, but you may as well just play the international version.
Soon to follow.
They're very, very similar, but this version is slightly easier because you can get 2 jobs per character, so you can have every job in one playthrough. if you so desire, or you could just have a bunch of white mage samurais. Why did they abbreviate captain like that? I don't really know, but that is how it's abbreviated. Hey look, it's this dude.
Hurry it up or they'll find us.
I know. Just a little more.
How come subtitles aren't on?
You keep an eye out for me up there, Kites.
Did I do a forget?
1, 2, 3 more. All right. Time to clean house.
Hold on. That's the wrong button. It's this button. Config. That's also the wrong button because it's using the Japan controls. Which I could swap. We should probably do that. Well, I don't know how to change the... I don't do that. I've made a mistake. No. Yeah, there we go. I guess I can't change the controls for controller. Orpider. What jobs am I going for with Vaughn? I have no idea yet, actually. Subtitles, there we go. Also, this is a thing. In the HD, in the international version, there's only original. In the HD version, there's original and reorchestrated. In the PC version, there's OST, which is the version we're using, obviously. We have superior music in theory. You have a cat walking in circles. Use the equip command to do things. I'm just pointing this out. Vaughn is level 1. We've killed 2 enemies. He has 0 XP. Just want to reiterate that that XP value does not move.
Wow, Vaughn, you got him all yourself? Guess I know who to call when something big comes along.
You have a 30-pound cat sitting on your feet.
I'm ready for anything now.
Comfy. Apparently.
That's enough for today. You should get back to Miguel's place, Kites. Aren't you running errands for him?
Oops, totally forgot.
Oops.
You should come, Vaughn. He's busy today. Might have some work for you to do, too.
I've got other, work to do. Hey, lock this place up for me, will you? If Miguel finds out we've been down here, he'll tan our hides.
It'll be a very difficult playthrough. Yep. Sorry about that, I made a clicky noise. Also, I should have got a drink before I started.
Huh? What'd you say? Sir, you haven't paid, and I... What? Haven't paid?
What?
Second thought. Please, sir, take it. It's a gift.
Leave the poor sod be. We don't want trouble today.
Your luck, peddler.
Oops, sorry.
Watch where you're going, churl.
What? My pouch! It's gone!
The boy!
The boy!
Get out the way!
Why are they British? I don't really know. I don't ask questions about these things.
What?
Look at them thighs, etc.
Hey, that's mine.
What do you mean, yours? You've been stealing again. What happens if they catch you? We need you to be there for us, Vaughn. You're no good to anyone if you're locked away in a dungeon.
Oh, what? Am I the leader now? We're orphans. The first thing you learn is you gotta watch out for yourself. Come on, Pinello. You know it as well as I do. Hey, you give that back. What do you think you're doing?
I thought that this money was the people of Dalmasca's property. The Imperial stole it from us, so it's only fair that we take it back. It's our duty as Dalmaskins.
He's got legs for
Well,
days.
Wasn't that what you said?
That's about all she has.
Yeah, but I never said anything about taking it back from me.
This is for that bread you took the other day. Just because I help Miguelo out every now and then, it doesn't mean that you get to eat for free too, you know.
I know that. You think I like living like this?
Yes. He never answers that, by the way. But the answer is assumed to be yes. He enjoys thievery.
One of these days, I'll fly an airship of my own. I'll be a sky pirate.
See?
Free to go where I
Thievery.
will.
He likes it.
Well, be careful. You'll never fly anything if you're rotting in a dungeon.
You're gonna say something about Vaughn looking exactly the same
Miguelo
until you
has
saw
some
the
errands
jacket
that need
move?
doing. He wanted you to drop by his place. It might be a good idea to lend a hand.
There's also little things like the eyes are shiny, which you'll probably barely ever notice. Textures are higher, but that's to be expected. You can pseudo do that on an emulator, get the textures higher, but they look a little bit funky. But yeah, the jacket, physics enabled. It's a thing. I think everything is physics enabled. But I'm not 100% certain. Anyway. Isn't Vaughn also working for Miguelo? No, he is not. I mean, technically he does occasionally. Like right now, for instance. But it's mostly, what's his name? The little kid and her, Penelo.
Penelo said you needed something?
Hand me some packages.
Mostly Vaughn just does stupid stuff all day.
In the morning, perhaps he ran into some trouble out in the desert. Now I've no foodstuffs to prepare for the banquet tonight.
So you want me to find this courier? Hey, no problem.
No problem. The desert teems with trouble. I'd be sending you to an early grave, my boy. No, I've arranged for some replacement goods from Tomage over at the Sandsea.
So you want me to go to the tavern to pick him up?
Actually, I asked Kites to do that.
Kites, that's his name.
He's gone missing on me, too.
Bah.
I can't leave my shop and I've Penelo on another chore at the moment, you see. What I want you to do is run over to the Sandsea and fetch Kites back. What do you say?
Imagine being the voice actor for this.
It's easy work, and you'll thank me for it someday.
Imagine having to figure out how to speak like that. The effort involved. That was me shifting in a chair if you heard that. You probably did, but I don't know. Anyway. Super run our way over here. Because we gotta go way up here. Don't be mean to the bag of voice actors. It's mostly him. The rest of them don't sound quite so, nasally. Oh, hey, it's Kites.
Stop loafing around.
Look, Vaughn, look! This is it! This is why Miguelo's courier didn't get here on time.
Creature spotted in the ester sand. What is that thing?
Ah, Vaughn!
How does he get his hair to stick out like that at the back, and why?
Busy man these days, that Miguelo, if I dare say so myself.
That's just how he wakes up.
I don't envy him the work, though.
When he sleeps, you know, pushes the hair on the back of his head up.
Welcoming. We should be... whatever.
And then he wakes up. He doesn't comb it because he can't see it. There's, you know,
Nah, don't remind
mirrors
me.
haven't been invented yet.
Got some nastiness out there in the ester sand. What's stopping our couriers? And that means shortages all around. Thought I'd put up a bill, offer a reward to anyone who
That's
can
why
knock
the
that
front
nasty
looks
back in its
partially
place.
combed. He can sort of see, he can see that, pushes that to the side,
Sounds
you know.
10 times better than running
He's
errands for
combing.
Miguelo.
Back, you don't care about that.
Right.
That's how this works, by the way.
And you should be getting back to Miguelo. Now, Kites. He was waiting for you.
Oh, right.
Low camera zoom on the crappy texture on the wall. Here's how it works. People post bills, blah blah blah. Here's the bill, blah blah blah. Do you want to hear all the details? No. I give you something to keep track. Clan primer. Wowee. And then he gives us some items for free, so that he can teach us about licenses, which if I can, I'm going to skip. Does it actually automatically skip it for me? Because that's fantastic. Pretty sure there are mirrors in this game. Are there actually? I don't know. Rogue D'Amato. Now normally when you start the game, you'll want to repeat this tutorial. No. Now normally when you start the game, you want to go out there and get a few levels before you fight the Rogue Tomato, but again, we can't level, so it is entirely irrelevant. Now let's pick a job. What do we want Vaughn to be? So Vaughn, I'm pretty sure, is good at pretty much everything. Physics and the occasional character. There is higher quality shadows, there's ambient occlusion, which I don't think the original did have, but it was really low resolution. There's a higher resolution. There's character self-shadowing. Bushi is new? No. I don't think so. Samurai. Let me actually look something up real quick. I wish it wouldn't pause every time I did that, but... So... Typey type. Okay, that's pretty much what I was anticipating. We gotta make sure we pick somewhat optimal jobs here, so I was making sure that that was correct. They changed the names because Thief and Samurai would be too easy? Well, to be fair, the international version had no English version, so they were not called Thief and the Samurai. That was just what a translators used for it. Has anyone ever made Vaughn an archer? No, because archers aren't very good. So, I think we're gonna make him a Shikari. I mean, someone probably has, but I wouldn't recommend it. So Vaughn is one of the characters that can do most things, but I think Shikari, Bushi, and Ulan are the ones that he's best at. We're gonna make him a Shikari though. He's going to be our Thiefer Man, super speed Thiefer Man. And I need to give him that. So that he may equip the item that we have. Which is that. Which gives him slightly more defense and some health, which will be useful. When do you get job 2? After you go to Fran's village in the forest. I forgot the name of the village. I believe is when you get it, but I'm not sure. It might be after the forest entirely, but it's somewhere around there, I think. I already have Shikari weapons. Technically the weapons... So, the weapons that characters start with don't require a license.
Let's play some papers, boy. No public passage on account of the Lord Consul's parade.
For some reason.
Oh, gee, that's too
Probably
bad.
because they start with it, but you know.
It just so happens that your provisioner for the fete tonight, he sent me to pick up a few choice morsels for the Consul's dining pleasure.
Can you say it in a less condescending manner, Vaughn?
I got the writ of transit right here. You see? Signed, Magello.
This is why he gets in so much trouble.
Because his food wasn't ready on time. And I sure hate to see him take it out on you.
The Lord Consul is a great man, and not one to take offense in such trifling matters.
You could just have shown him the slip and be like, yo, I'm getting food for the consul's dinner.
Go along, boy. Wouldn't do to keep the Consul waiting.
But now he's got to piss off the guards.
Gates are closed after this.
Off we go. It also means there's no reason to partake in the power leveling that you can do really early in the game. You feel the correct weapons are better for some reason? Me too. I always do that too. Oh, I forgot to heal. Oh well. I'll have to use a potion, but we'll be right. I prefer to not fight you, but like you're kind of in the way, so. Look at that 1 LP clap. There's a rare monster that can spawn over. I think it's in the eastern. Might be western. I think it's eastern though, so the side that we're on. There's a rare enemy that spawns next to one of the zone transitions, and it's an undead monster. But what you can do is you get potions. Set the game to the lowest game speed. Please don't fight me. Thank you. Set the game to the lowest game speed. Use a Phoenix Down. Did I say potions? Let's talk about Phoenix Downs. Use a Phoenix Down, it kills it. And then before it disappears, you have to transition to the other zone and then come back. As long as you do it fast enough, the enemy will reappear, so you don't have to try and respawn the rare monster, because it's a rare monster, it's rather difficult. And that gives you... You could actually get to level 60 with just Vaughn on that enemy relatively easily if you want to. Like, killing it once gives you... Like, from level 1, I think makes you like level 20 something. Or something around there, I don't know the exact number, but... You power level that, and then you don't have to level for the rest of the game, because when party members join you, their level is based on your level when they join. Hey! I got an achievement. Galbana Bloom.
This'll make a nice souvenir. Time to call it a day.
And because there's only one person in the party, your XP isn't split 3 ways, so you get more XP out of it. Anyway, back we go. There's no reason to be out here except for license points. Which we will have to farm license points sooner rather than later, because unlike normal mode, license points are the only thing that keep us alive. You need the best gear you can get, you need the best techniques and potions and items and passive stat bonuses and all that stuff that you can get. I have to talk to you, don't I? No, I don't have to talk to Kites. As soon as I stepped out, the guards closed the gates. Sorry, skipped the dialogue.
This gate's closed until the ceremony's over, do you hear?
So at some point we're gonna have to get the LP to get the passive bonuses pretty early here.
Open the gate! Alright, out the way.
Wait a second. How come you let these chocobos through the gate and not us?
What of it? This here's a pedigreed parader, boy. Cost tens of thousands of gil, this one did. A prettier price than 100 of you provincials would fetch.
I like that they take...
Distance. We don't want the chocobo sticking a peasant.
Like, they open the gate for the chocobo. It's already open. Just let people through and then close it. Oh, you stepped on the Galbana, you fool.
That does it.
Oh, a fine chocobo you have there. Yes, see the down.
It looks already open. Just let people through, you heathens.
The chocobo, am I right? Yes, different style means different bouquet too. Take a Dalmascan Barrow's wine, eh? It may lack the flavor and depth of some of your Arcadian wines.
What you're hearing is that by removing leveling, you have to grind even more. No.
It's not bad, really, once you get used to it. Care for some, sirs? There's more than enough for all to cool their throats, of course.
The LP grind is easier than the XP grind, unless you power level. And power leveling is stupid anyway. I hate power leveling.
Choked with this sand.
Because most of the power leveling opportunities are really early level stuff, so it kind of ruins the rest of the game's experience.
You're lucky that ended where it did.
Right.
But once you hit like level 60, leveling gets really slow, and you actually cap on LP if you max your level.
I best be hurrying.
You get way more LP than you can use, so LP is not usually the weak point. The difference is just that I want passives much earlier than I would otherwise need them, because the levels will carry you. You get more HP and strength and stuff, but we don't get that, so we have to have the passive HP increases as quickly as we can get them. Of course, you normally do that anyway, because passive bonuses are good to begin with, but you know. Oh man, romantic relationship.
We will have order. I give you your new consul, His Imperial Highness Lord Vane Solidor, Commandant of the Arcadian Empire's Western on... Your Excellency.
Your Excellency.
People of Rabanastre,
Note his hair color, by the way.
look upon your consul. With hatred, you look upon the Empire.
This will include all optional bosses. I'll try.
There's little point in asking. But know this: I harbor no idle hopes of frustrating that hatred. Nor shall I ask your fealty. That is the due of your fallen king, and rightly so. King Ramanas loved his people, strove to bring you peace. His was a rule worthy of your devotion. Even now,
What did I choose for Vaughn?
he remains among you,
Ninja
protecting
person.
you.
I forgot the name of it.
His ardor for the
Ikari,
peace
that's what
and
it is.
weal of Dalmasca falters not. I would ask only that you do your king honor. Together let us embrace the peace His Majesty would surely desire. 2 years now divide us from war's bitter end, yet still its shadow looms over all, stifling the infant peace a pall only you may cast off. Achieve but this one thing, and your hatred of me and of the Empire will grieve me not. I will stand fast. I will endure your hatred, suffer your slings and arrows. I will defend Dalmasca.
No, you won't.
Here I will pay my debt. I swear it now. Though King Ramanas and Lady Ash be gone, they stand ever at the side of their people. In honoring peace, you do honor to their memory and to Dalmasca. What I ask plain. My hopes now rest with you.
Clap, 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 clap. Pog chant clap emoji. You kinda need to defend the territory you just did a hostile takeover of. Nah, you don't. Also, note his hair color again.
It is magnificent.
They still haven't
Take this
fixed that.
cathedral, for instance. Elegant, yet whimsical in its execution. A stunning example of Galtean architecture. I hope Lord Gramus might one day look upon it himself.
Oh, remember the last one? We're all like this.
The patron of this evening's banquet, may it please your excellency.
Fixed what? His hair color changes.
I am Miguel, your highness. It is truly a profound honor to make the acquaintance
In
of
any
our
cutscene that features him, his hair is mostly brown.
That's enough of highness.
But his in-game character model's hair is mostly gray.
Arcadia's emperor is
I don't know
freely
why,
chosen by her people.
but whatever.
I am but an elected official and nothing more.
I meant no disrespect.
Now that I think on it,
You think they would have
I would
fixed
not have
that
you
at
address
some
me as
point,
Lord
but
Consul, for that matter.
No.
Henceforth, I am a citizen of Rabanastre. Why don't you call me Vane?
I could not. That would not be right.
You are overly fond of formalities. I've just the remedy for that. Tonight you will join me, and we shall drink until you call me by name.
Groans. Vane actually does seem like a nice dude at the start of this, to be honest.
Fran, you just do not get it, do you? He's not doing it because he wants to. You know what would happen if he didn't.
I know, it's just...
So, what would you do different?
Is Vane Vane? Yes. Yes, he is.
Well... I'd do something.
Yeah, good job, Vaughn. You do something.
Vaughn.
Proud of you.
Vaughn, you haven't heard a single word I've said, have you? This place has changed so much. It's like it's not even Rabanastre anymore.
Look
Like
at them thighs. Round 2.
Hey, Penelo, that fete tonight. You think they'll let us in?
Are you crazy? It's in the palace, and we don't have an invitation if you hadn't noticed.
Ow. I'm sorry.
How are we getting in?
As if I'd know. Why not ask Magello to get you in? Or go see old Dallin in Lowtown? Why the sudden interest, Vaughn?
I told you. I'm going to take back what's ours. Give back to Dalmasca.
Oh man, he's taking back what's ours. I need to adjust in my seat.
If I find something, and it fetches a good price, how about I buy you all dinner?
Wow, dinner. Just one dinner.
Please. You know as well as I do the first thing you'd buy is an airship.
Yeah, but it'd have food on it.
All hail Vaughn, sky part of Dalmasca. It's got a nice ring to it. Stay out of trouble.
And off she goes. With her jaunty run.
An airship. I don't know. Maybe. But not through Magello. Time to pay old Dallin a visit.
Old Dallin. Hey, it's our friend. It's our other friends. Nobody has a problem with the dude walking through town with a circular saw, but you know. So before we go visit old Dallin, we have to go to, we're in the wrong place. We have to go to the Sea, which is right here. Not the zone, this place. Is that in the original? Yeah, it was. Very briefly shows that. I have to talk to, you. Here, your bounty for completing the hunt. Thanks, dude. As in the PS4 remake, not original. It was in both of them, so yes. Did you ever notice a Benga standing watch in front of a building in the north end? So there's no reason for us to go in there right now. Also no reason for us to pick this up, but we will anyway. Because conveniently, I think it's right here. Yep. Having a shop over in the bazaar. So we're gonna accept this, but we're not actually going to the Western Sand for a while. But since we'll be over there anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll kill it on the way. The Rainbow Wolf of Gaiety. Look, that wolf is very proud, alright? Let the wolf be what the wolf wants. Have I dropped any frames? Oh, I have dropped a few more. At some point. Not too many, and I have no idea when, but... what am I doing again? I forgot. It's supposed to tell me on the world map, but... whatever. Was I supposed to go here? I don't remember. Oh no, we were supposed to go to Old Dallin, that's right. I'm confusing myself. You're but a simple cooking utensil, excuse me, sir? My room's getting awfully toasty, I can tell you that much. Screaming this game is putting a bit of a strain on my computer. Plus I already live in a hot place, that doesn't really help. Oh Dalan, it is me. The child was very impulsive.
Ah, if it isn't Von Ratsbane. Come for a tip on how to secure something bigger and in armor by the East Gate?
What? You already heard about that?
Wise I may not be, but well informed I am.
They'll get what's coming to them someday, believe me. But that's not why I'm here.
Do tell.
Look at that face. That's the face of a madman.
They've got to have some great stuff in there. Thought I'd partake.
Not one to mince words, are you, boy? The Empire protects all that's hers, and that means the palace and all the treasures inside.
That's why I'm gonna do it. To take back what's ours.
Look at that face. The face of beauty. I don't know what's with the camera soon.
Champion of the sewers aspires to noble action. Admirable. Perhaps I can help you. Ah, now that I think on it, there was a rumor. Yes, a secret passageway into the palace walls. A door and a magic stone that opens the way.
That's it. This is exactly why I came to talk to you first, Alan. So, where's this, magic stone?
Oh, I've had it for years.
I love that response.
Remember where I've tucked it away.
Yeah, I've had it for years. I don't know how he got this stone, but you think the palace would hold it in their possession, but hey. Crescent Stone has lost its magics. We need a sunstone. We get the sunstone from the Giza Plains, which is to the south. The Giza Plains is the first potentially dangerous place we're going to go to because it's possible to die there on normal game. In fact, I have died there in a normal game. Now we're going there at level 1, so... you know, what could go wrong? Also, hold on, I don't understand how Lowtown works. We're just gonna point this out, so... the only two entrances to Lowtown are on the east side of Rabanastre. There's one up there and there's one right there. They both go east. So logically, you know, because there's no indication that it rotates, you would think this way is north and this way is south on this map, right? The exit here, right where I'm at, that goes to Southgate, goes straight south and opens immediately onto a pathway. You think that that would lead to Eastgate because of how Rabanastre is laid out. Eastgate's right there. It's got a freaking giant gate on it that you can open that's supposed to go to Lowtown. It looks exactly like this, but it doesn't open. Instead, this spits you out at Southgate somehow. I don't quite understand how you get over to there in a direction that opens to the east, but you know. Let's not question it, I guess. If you go look at Eastgate, it has a gate just like that that's supposed to go to Lowtown. Can people make weird cities? Apparently. Some sort of witchcraft powers that place. Anyway, excuse me. So we're gonna try to not fight anything. Alright, we don't have a map, but it doesn't matter, it's right there. Well, we'll fight this because it's in the way, but... no reason for us to fight too many things right now. Because remember, you don't gain LP for people that are not in your party. Well, not, you know, a selectable party member. They get it if they're not in your active party, but... details. We need to talk to... is it you? I don't think it's her. Sunstones contain the power of the sun. We find her at the Dark Crystal. That's her over there. Okay. I couldn't remember exactly who I talked to. This is a sunstone you seek. So this is another thing I'd like to point out. It's basically child labor. The sunstones are made and sold to earn the money that these people survive off of, this little village here. The children are the only ones that make sunstones. None of the adults make sunstones. Please find Jin. Tell him to return. Okay. Oh hey, look who it is. It's Thighs.
What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same.
I'd change your name if I could.
The answer's pretty clear. No good.
What? I'm being good.
Is that right? So then you wouldn't mind if I, say, tagged along, would you?
Huh?
Oh, don't worry. Miguelo's busy with preparations for the fete up at the palace. Why, I'm free for the whole day.
Free for the whole day?
Well,
Wowie.
Let's get going.
Drones in Vaughn. You'd call Thighs Fran down the line. Fran Thighs down the line. Words are hard. So we don't have a job for her. We make her probably white mage. Let me check this thing. I think any sort of mage is appropriate. Fills a support role well as well, but yeah, she's a mage. Makes sense, so we'll make her a mage. Probably white mage. There's a good chunk of the game where we don't have her, though. Alternatively, we can make Ash a mage? Yeah. You made her black mage, white mage? Probably don't want to make black mage and white mage mix. White mage, red mage is okay, I think. I mean, we can make Ash the white mage, because we have, there's a chunk of the game where we don't have her, too, though. We're kind of screwed on mages. Alright, what do you think, chat? Do we make Penelo the white mage or Ash the white mage? Penelo? I apologize if you hear any background noise, by the way. There may be some occurring. Ash more though. We're missing Penelo during the mines. Is there any other point we're missing her? I don't think so. We're missing Ash during. Oh no, we're missing Penelo way more than that, aren't we? Yeah, we're missing Penelo for quite a big chunk there. Yeah, because she gets taken with what's her name. It's a valid point. Let's make Penelo the black mage. And we'll make Ash the white mage, because we are missing Penelo for a big chunk of the game. And missing your white mage is not exactly great. Get her that. That's all magic lore and channeling, yeah. We don't need that right now. I think it's down here somewhere. No? Is it up here? It's more magic lore. Woman, where is your HP increases? Who knows? It just doesn't get HP. Alright, let's continue. Let's save and then continue. Did they change the boards again? No, it's the same as the international version. Let me give you these before we go. Thanks, lady. Make my own decisions about what to do. Gambits. If you don't want me to fight on my own, you can always turn my gambits off. Wasn't Jen supposed to be somewhere to the south? Indeed, woman. So the reason I'm turning her gambits off is because she auto-fights. I can't see her gambits. Because it's not on this menu yet, so I can't look at them. But she has a gambit, in fact, we'll turn it on. I have one as well. Where if I were to attack something, like say this one, she will start auto-attacking it. Which I don't necessarily want, but I may actually want. I originally thought it was, they may have changed it, but I originally thought it was a attack nearest enemy gambit that she started with. They changed some of the starting gambits in the international version, so. Also no reason to fight that, so fuck off. On PC version they still have the special save screen, but on PS4 they took it out. That's probably because of how PS4 saves games. I don't think that's the game's fault. Because that save menu is in a lot of different games. In fact, it may be in every PS4 game, I'm not sure, but Sony has a thing for their save screens. Anyway, we're gonna continue making our slow way over. There's some enemies over here somewhere. There they are. Those. Oh, I get close enough. There we go. You don't want to fight those. You also probably don't want to fight that. My god, that freaking sun glare. Green glare, whatever. Anyway, here's Jin. Hi, Jin. Maybe my leg's better now. Stands up. Squats down, which you think would hurt his leg more, but you know. Some games like FF15, it doesn't do that. That's true. That is indeed true. Only 4. Why are there pots and pans being used? Hopefully you guys can't hear any of that goes on, except for when I'm talking, which you can hear everything. I'll give you a shade stone. Don't worry, I'll tell you how. You gotta run up to the things that look like the sun. The bigger crystals have something inside that soaks up sunlight. Like that one over there. Gotta make some sick cookies, man. Maybe. It's a recurring theme to make as much noise as possible when I'm recording, you might know. I'll go ahead and mark the dark crystals on your map. I'll go ahead and pause the game because I need to click on that. There we go. Whoa. Whoa, there we go. Confused myself. Alright, so our goal, of course, is to fill this energy bar, which unfortunately the crystals give you randomized amounts of energy. That was really good. I think it's possible to do it in 2 of these, but I think they're intended to take 3. There should be 4, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, yeah, there are 4. Counting is hard, by the way. Also, that screen glares. Oh, I didn't want to aggro you. Oh, I didn't want to aggro both of you. Note that that one just nearly killed Penelo in one hit. He has 64 health. If we didn't get any HP bonuses, we're gonna run away from this thing. If we didn't get any HP bonuses from license points, she would have 64 health on the final boss. You know, the boss that does like 5,000 damage to leveled characters. That boss, you know? Oh, why are you here still? A good time. Anyway, we're gonna make our way up here. It's gonna take 3, probably, because I don't think we're getting... It may just always take 3, I'm not sure, but I thought it was possible to do 2. Hey, I don't want to fight you. Like 100% don't want to fight you. Wow, we got 32 out of that one. Maybe one of them will take you on as an apprentice. It will be the apprentice of a child. Hello, Wolfman. Also, for those that don't know, I explain it every time we walk through this area, or play through this game anyway. Enemies like this, passive bunnies, they buff you, or heal you, as the case may be. He won't do it because our health isn't low enough. But they have a very small RNG chance to cast something on you. In this bunny's case, it's a heal. I think you have to be below 50% for it to cast it, though. Alternatively, you can murder them. Doesn't really matter. If you're down for murdering bunnies, I suppose you can go for it. I think it's 50? I don't know. Another thing you didn't notice till you watched the playthrough? It's not really a thing you'll ever see in a normal playthrough because you have to stand next to them for quite a while sometimes. If you just run past, they usually don't do anything. They just exist. You want to heal me? Probably not. Nah. We could go to that one, but they're buffing. I mean, we're gonna have to go to that one, aren't we? We can just leave the area. Well, that won't reset them. We could just go heal if we need to anyway. Hello, Bun Bun. How's your day? He has Protect. Please don't step on Penelo, or me for that matter. I'll step on anyone. Thanks. Appreciate your compliance. Squeaky chair makes squeaky chair noises. Let's take it back to Jin. And whatever you say, Penelo, you obtain a sunsting. We did it. Clap. We did it. We got the approval of the 7-year-old child. He's talking about the werewolves that I said don't fight because they'll murder you. The children ran up to them. He'll be right though. Also, he says he'll race us, but then he just runs off. Look at him go. A squirrely little run he has. He never thinks of the worry. My god. We get some gills, some potions, some teleport stones. This dude rubs his nose, which is the only animation that children have in this game for some reason. And we'll save. Because if we don't save, I'll hate myself. It does have auto-saves, but... The clothes the kids in this area of the game wear. You got a problem with it? It's called fashion, Pandosity? Jeez. Jeez. Please, thank you. The treasure money. Hey guys, it's us. We're gonna go to the place that is directly north of us by going to the east, via a stairwell that goes straight. I don't know, I don't ask questions, but look, now we're facing north.
Hey, Vaughn.
Hmm?
It's been a long time since we did anything together. Too long. I had a really good time. Well, I should probably be getting back to the store. Actually, I was kinda supposed to be watching the place for Miguelo.
Look at them thighs.
And Vaughn,
Round 3.
try to stay out of trouble. For me. I don't know
What is this
I'd
camera
do
angle?
if you weren't here. If something happened to you.
That's your hint,
I'm not going
Vaughn.
anywhere, okay?
That's what I wanted to hear. See you later.
Sorry, Penelo.
Again, this is the OST version of the soundtrack, so it is going to sound a bit different. Crotch cam. Hand it over, my boy.
Now you'll be wanting to know how to sneak into the palace, eh? First you go to Storehouse 5. You know the one. 2 doors she has. Now the right takes Ban Ratsbane to his territorial hunting grounds in the sewer bottom. But that's not the way you'll go. No, you'll take the left door, down into the Garum Scythe waterway. The waterway leads to a stair. The stair to the palace cellars. That's your way in.
This guy's probably my favorite voice actor in this game.
Your kill just yet, my boy. Getting into the palace was the easy part. The way into the treasury is carefully hidden. That's where this crescent stone comes in. The magics it bears can open the hidden door to the treasury, you see. Listen, Vaughn, for the words I shall speak are most important, and not to be forgotten.
Get your notepad out.
The signet yearns for sunstone strength to light the clouded way. Once in the palace, you'll find the signet tile. Very important. Give to it the sun's power, and it will light your path. Very well. Oh, a warning. Be aware that if you're caught, you'll spend the rest of your short life rotting in the Nalbina dungeons. So, look sharp, my boy.
Look sharp,
and
my
don't
boy.
go running off before you're ready. Plans freshly hatched have a habit of tumbling from the nest straight into the hunter's stew pot.
Look at that laugh. Quality. Alright, so now we have the thingamading. Now we head to the north. Which, as far as the... Oh, this just gets what? Oh, right, we get this little scene, I forgot. I thought it was going to teleport me there for some reason. Like, I don't remember that.
They stand ready.
All this
so far,
background
the Imperials
noise.
haven't noticed a thing.
Then go now and hurry the others. By nightfall, we must ensure all our men are in place.
Sir. Sir.
Look at them thighs, round 4, but with a different person. Alright, now we go to the north. Goes way up at the north. This is the warehouse, the storehouse, whatever the hell it's called. Casually walks by the insurgent troops. What, Vaughn? Vaughn ain't done anything yet. He doesn't have the brain to have done anything yet. Hey, convenient. Kites has just now figured out how to open the door. Oh man, he's messing with me. Wow, Kites are rude. Yeah, Vaughn wasn't there. Roof. That's the noise I make when I'm opening locks too. Roof. We got a whole nother place to explore. Wow, we. Pog champ. So this is the Get 'em Safe Waterways, which is a place we will return to a couple of times, actually. But for now, we are alone and scared. If we go this way, oops, it will dead end. Free stuff, indeed. Everyone likes free stuff. But if we go this way, it dead ends. There's also some rats over here. They're dire rats. For some reason, these rats are like level 5, and I don't know why. Let's see, that one's red. This dire rat is too powerful for me. He countered me. Rude. There you go. Dead ends. There's absolutely no reason to be here. I just thought I'd show you. It's a waste of 20 HP, but hey, we'll be alright. He says, knowing full well he won't be alright. We can just touch this anyway. Actually, we will see, because there's a fairly high chance we'll die to something. There's going to be a recurring, fairly high chance that we'll die to something, don't worry. We want to minimize the amount of things that we fight, because the more things we fight, the more damage we take. And we're not getting levels out of it, so... There's a treasure chest back there, but I think it only has potions. Oh yeah, that was explained to me at some point too. Sometimes, small creatures, like these rats, like that one, will spawn into the level confused. I don't know why, but that is a feature of the game, so sometimes they'll hit themselves or other things like that. I don't know why that's a thing, but it is, so, you know. You summoned another rat, you foul creature. Are you summoning more rats? No. You don't fight him? I hate you. Stupid rats. I didn't want to fight them, but here they are, ruining everything. Excuse me. That rat hit itself. I don't know why they do that, but we should heal. This is actually not the way to go. You doofus. Hello, my rat brethren. There are two of you here. I don't want to fight you, but I'm gonna have to fight you, so whatever. He's not dead. He didn't run though, so it doesn't matter. Easiest game of my life. There's a confused rat killing the other rat for me. That's awfully kind of it. Oh, it hit itself. Ruined. These fish are passive, don't hit them. They give 2 LP. So if you want to, you can kill those and get a little bit of extra LP, but you know, they kind of hurt and it causes you to have to use more potions. So you probably don't want to fight the fish. I mean, it's not going to do anything to you anyway if you leave it alone, so... Not really an issue. Hello, rat friend. Can I fight you without the bat friend? Nope. I'll just aggro both of them instantaneously. That's fine. We're fine. Now we should probably heal. You stop hitting me, my bat friend. Peace. Another thing I mention pretty much every time I play this game, the slower the battle speed, the more advantageous items are, so we're going to be playing on slow battle speed a lot. especially later, because we're gonna be using a lot of items in order to do many things, because we're gonna be sort of limited on surviving mostly, but also our damage is gonna be a bit limited too. Won't be easy getting out. Of course I'm ready. What else am I gonna do in the game? If you're not going to use items, you may as well just play on really fast battle speed, but if you're using items, you should play on a lower one. Because items... well, actually, there's flip sides to this. Items have no action time. The only thing you're waiting for is the animation. You are not prepared. And the animation speed doesn't change with battle speed, but this is true for everything that has 0 action time, which includes a lot of boss attacks or boss buffs. A lot of bosses, like when I was playing through, if you watched me play through Zodiac Age before, I mentioned bosses that had 0 CT and stuff like that, 0 charge time. Become the best thighs. True. If anything with 0 CT is not affected by battle speed. So if you set the battle speed really low against a boss that has 0 CT and you're not using items, you're just disadvantaging yourself because of how the game works. We gotta get all the chests here. I almost forgot about that. These, I believe, randomly spawn or randomly change their location. I think they should always have the same stuff. Anyway. You will be punished. Punish me, Imperial Guard Daddy? Question mark. Ventix now playing Throne of Lies. That's a good game, by the way. I don't remember its name, but I know I got it at the end of the game. It lets you reverse oil a lot of things. Are you talking about the accessory item? Starts with an N? I forgot the name of it. I think it starts with an N. If that's what you're talking about, we're going to be using that too. We're going to use that plus a remedy causes every status ailment that an enemy is susceptible to. It's not something I normally use because status ailments aren't super important to just clearing the game, but when things can kill you in like 3 hits, you should probably have some status ailments on hand. But we'll have to see the earliest point that we can get that, and the earliest point that we can get a lot of remedies as well. I said press X.
Over here!
Listen here, that's not the X button, that's the square button. Scurry. Good guard. 10 out of 10. How much did they pay that man? Whatever he's getting paid, I want to get paid for what he does. You ever be playing Monster Hunter? Yo, I wish I had Monster Hunter. I don't though. Like 60 bucks? I ain't got 60 bucks, man. Looks like I've got a signet to find. 10 gil a week. That explains things. Hey.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Such a sultry voice. Anyway. It's the same pattern every time to do this. By the way. This one or the one before it? It's the one before it. Right? I believe so. Your roommate bought it, so you're just leeching. Fair enough. I share Steam accounts with a few people. Well, family share. So I have things that I would normally not otherwise have, like Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Actually, not Fighter Z, by the way, it's Fighters, but...
Hey, Buckethead!
If you're gonna make your thing say Fighter and then have a Z in a different font and a different color, then I'm calling your game Fighter Z.
Here.
How that works. Not Dragon Ball Fighters, it's Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Because of how you typed it and how you made the title, that's how this works. Anyway, that's your puzzle. It's a very difficult puzzle. I know it's hard to comprehend how I completed that with such ease. You thought it was Fighter Z? It is not. The developers on Twitter have specified that it is not Fighter Z or Fighter Z or any other iteration of that. It is Fighters. But I'm still calling it Fighter Z, so whatever. Hey, watch it, wall. You do that again, I'll show you what for. You see a small thing that looks like a switch. Click. You might notice I've played this game before. You agree? Why would they do that? I don't know. If the Z was in the same font and color as the rest of Fighter, then sure. Stylistic choice, but it's a different font, a different color, it's bigger. Fighter Z. That's how that works.
Huh?
I don't know why this bothers me so much, but it does, apparently. How this works. Close your eyes at that part, makes it a whole lot more interesting.
Who are you?
It's really dark back there.
Who else?
Oh hey, the leading man.
Fran, the Magicite.
Oh hey, thighs. Round 5.
Now then, I'll take that.
No, you won't. I found it. It's mine.
And then when I take it from you, it'll be mine. Exit stage right.
The gods do not smile on us.
I like it better that way.
Also note that they got the camera angle just right so that, you know, you get the chest height, slight downward angle looking at him. You know, as Final Fantasy developers seem fond of doing. I don't think we actually learn what sets the guards off for a little bit. Oh no, we learn here, don't we? Yeah, we do, because we're outside. I forgot. I thought we had to wait for Ash. I forgot about this cutscene, apparently.
What's going on?
That is the Ifrit, by the way.
The Ifrit, eh?
See? Ifrit.
That's quite an entrance. Impeccable timing. If I didn't know better, I'd say they were waiting all along. Stop running! End of the line. You have something that belongs to me. Damn!
All this way!
Fran, let's move!
They have really low security in this place. Like, they're under attack, but they have no soldiers up here at all. Also, but slow. You think they'd have some archers up there or something, man? We know they have archers, we saw them before.
What's going on, Fran?
I don't know, it's not heating me.
Don't have time for this.
I'm slipping.
Not good.
And then we all die. Good game. It was nice to replay it. Now we get to play as Penelo, the main leading character, because everyone else is dead.
What happened?
Oh god damn it, Vaughn's still alive.
It didn't just drop. It disappeared.
Ah, forget it. Even if we could fly, the Ifrit's playing with fire, and I'd rather not get burned. We'll go the old-fashioned way.
Good old-fashioned.
Not many Viera where you come from, thief?
It's Vaughn. Sorry.
Well, Fran is special in that she deigned to partner with a Hume.
Oh? Like a sky pirate that chooses to steal through the sewers.
Pirates? You're sky pirates? So you have an airship?
It's Balthier. Listen, thief, Vaughn, if you ever want to see your home again, you'll do exactly as I say. Myself, Fran, and you, we're working together now. Understood?
Nope. Your favorite part of Monster Hunter is putting your cat companion in a fluffy flying squirrel
The thought
armor.
never crossed my mind.
What? Excuse me? Are you putting your cat in a fluffy flying squirrel? Okay, so we step to there, I believe. And it should start the Gambit tutorial, which hopefully we can skip. Oh, we can't skip it. So I'm gonna mash the button, and hopefully this just goes through the tutorial. How's chat doing, by the way? Y'all having a good time? I'm gonna adjust in my chair and make a bunch of noise, I guess. Why can't I skip this tutorial? God damn it. Hold on. Oh good, it's gonna play that noise forever. Oh, it stopped, okay. I was like, is it gonna keep going? Would like to come across new actions and targets. Don't put all your faith in Herpadur. Face creatures of poison, use things that deal with poison, blah blah blah. If you don't know how gambits work, you can ask and I can explain it, but it's pretty simple. We're not going to save yet because we have to set up jobs for these two. Now Fran is a really bad character. I know that sounds awful because everyone likes Fran, but Fran is really bad in terms of stats. He's also the worst archer, despite in the base game being the archer at the start. Doesn't really make any sense, but the one thing she is good at is foe breaker. Moxter teach me things. I skipped all of those tutorials. The reason she's good at foe breaker is because she has the highest vitality. And foe breaker's damage is based on vitality. I don't know why she has the highest vitality, but hey, there you go. Now Balthier is, I think, going to be our knight. If I remember correctly. I think he's either a knight or Ulan, I think is what he's good at. We'll make him a knight. He is Mr. Tanker Dude, and then we can give him stuff. Insufficient. Oh, okay. That's fine. You don't think get any HP for a bit. Down there. Doesn't Monster Hunter come out on PC in like 8 months. That's such a long delay. It's ridiculous. By the time that comes out on PC, like 80% of the people that care to watch stuff about it will have moved on, probably. Sometime near Christmas, good God. Those are dead people. You know, don't worry about those, they'll be alright. So I think their gambits are set up for, yeah, nearest visible or party leader. First aid, we may as well leave on, but it's garbage. The reason it's garbage is because it has a % chance to fail. It has a cast time, and it's only possible in critical health. It also heals very, very little. So, first aid, for all effect and purposes, is probably the worst heal in the game. I think leeching health from enemies is actually a far better heal than that. We spent an hour last night killing a T-Rex. I imagine a T-Rex would take a while. Humbug was playing Tangle Deep. I don't know what that is, but... If you kid it for the X-Bone, well, considering he didn't buy it to begin with, I suspect he won't be kidding it for that. I might end up getting it for PC. I don't know. Again, requires money. I mean, I have a PS4. I can get it for the PS4 now. But I would want a better capture card than the one I have, because the one I have was fine for when I got it. I got it because it was cheap, mostly. And it worked fine for my purposes, because I was just recording PS2 stuff. I didn't need that fancy 1080p nonsense. Guns are so slow. Now there is one thing. There's another strategy. I'm doing the make the classes the best for the character thing, which isn't necessarily the best. Is YouTube and Twitch my job, or do I have another? I don't have another, but I don't think this counts as a job. Oh, we'll let him run first aid. Here we go. Healed for 0. Healed for 21 that time. Alright, you've done it. This is the future. This is why I appreciate support on the old YouTube and Twitch front. Because I don't actually otherwise have much going for me. But, I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Dude, please. Kill the frog. Oh yeah, I was talking about stuff. I'm going the route where I give characters the classes that they're best at, but it's not necessarily the best route. Because guns have... So the way guns work, we can actually look at his equipment. Guns have really low attack power. You can see. Even like the basic garbage dagger has more attack power than that gun. And it's like that because guns don't care about stats. They don't care about defense, they don't care about anything. They will pierce, they will do a set amount of damage, they have very little variance, so you can use guns pretty easily when you don't have anything else to work with. It's actually one of the fastest ways to kill mini bosses, is you just get guns and shoot. We will actually be doing that at some point. You're just stealing it again. Because everybody is going to be able to use guns. There's a bat here. Hello. I think there's a gun in the game that actually everybody can use, but I don't remember. I don't know which one we're fighting. We're fighting both of these now, which is not at all what I wanted to occur, but hey. When you get you a job, you'll be able to spread the love. You don't have to. I appreciate it, but you don't have to. Just watching is good. I wish you'd stop hitting Fran. You're burning through all my potions. Nice first aid, 10 out of 10. Rip him 3, never mind he lived. Yeah, I'm good. We just had to use a lot of potions, though. Generally not very good. Oh, they're on both sides. God damn it. I thought they were only on one side. I gotta run all the way back. Time to kill a Puke. You what? 101 gil. Wowee. I don't know what a Puke is. Is it a giant fluffy squirrel? I hope it's a giant fluffy squirrel. It would please me immensely. None on that side, none on that side. Wowie. Oh yeah, this is... there's nothing here because... yeah. Alright. You will not be able to leave this area very easily. It's okay, we can't leave anywhere very easily. It's New Game Minus. Actually, we can get more HP, can't we? Yeah. Not much, but hey, I'll take it. And you can get more HP as well. Ow. Alright. Now we have to touch this thing again, though, because we're missing health. The poison bird-esque thing. Fair enough.
Who would be next?
Close ranks, bring her down.
Very slowly walk forward.
Hurry!
It's not even that far of a fall. You could easily do that without him catching her.
Our ranks grow by the hour.
I just won't point that out. She could easily just have jumped down. Alright, so step 1. Apparently kill this dude because that's who they targeted first. Even though he has Protect, that doesn't make any sense, but you know. Oh, I forgot Ash does have the ability to do AoE here. Not when she joins you, but in this fight she does. At least I think she loses that when she joins you. Could be mistaken. Anyway, we did it. Woo!
You alright?
Thank you.
I'm Vaughn. And this is Balthier, and hey! What's your name?
Amalia.
Amalia, huh? Nice to meet you.
There were others with me. I'm sorry. No.
Huh?
Oh, now isn't that impressive?
Don't get any ideas. I said it's mine.
I'm afraid the jury's still out on that one.
You stole that?
Yeah.
Have you finished? When the guards don't report in, they'll come looking for us.
If they aren't already.
You should come with us. Better than being by yourself.
Very well.
What's wrong with her?
You have a lot to learn before we even get started on your thievery.
What's that mean?
So for those of you who don't know, she's sort of important to things. We've actually already seen her. Just in a different outfit.
The situation requires I accept such help as I find.
One that doesn't have a skirt that's 4 inches long.
Thieves. I shall accompany you until we find my companions. No longer.
Let's think of her as a guest then. Unlike Fran or myself,
this is a hidden
our
tutorial,
guest
by the
probably
way.
won't be taking orders from anyone anytime soon, and she'll leave when she pleases.
A long
So we
sword
keep to our affairs and
is the
she to
go-to
hers.
weapon.
I doubt we'll find her wanting in valor, being such an upstanding member of the insurgents.
Resistance.
I have played no Monster Hunter game ever, so I know nothing about anything Monster Hunter related.
What are we waiting for?
Anyway, as they said, she's a guest, so she's there. The tutorial hasn't been updated. It says she will not accept orders or anything from us, but we can tell her to do stuff, we can change her gambits, in fact, we can do everything with her. But she does have Cure. So, we can go to here. You already have Cure set up, but we need to set that to like 70, because we don't have any HP anyway. Forgot she starts with Cure. I think, does Fran start with Cure? She does. She also starts with Fire, Steel. We're gonna Fran heal as well, hold on. I forgot she started with Cure, but they don't use it by default. There we go. Anyway. Now I have 2 people capable of healing. 80% is the highest we can go, but hey, it'll do for now. Sorry, 70%. Did I say 80? You played 5 minutes of Monster Hunter Try. I haven't even seen anybody play Monster Hunter. I'll probably start watching people play Monster Hunter World though. Because a few people I watch are starting to play it now. Plus a bunch of my friends play it. They talk about it a lot. I don't know what they're saying most of the time, but... Anyway, here's our first real boss fight. This is actually relatively difficult for us right now because everyone's probably going to be attacking a different one, unfortunately. We'll get everyone attacking the same one, for now anyway. The big problem with this is they cause blind occasionally. Try and group people back up a little bit here. Everyone's fighting different things. We need to set them to party target. Because we get in this situation where you can't kill things because nobody likes fighting together. A lot more fun if you get people to play with because the monsters are harder. That makes sense. Fran's blind. Also, these enemies do not take reduced damage when critical health, thankfully. You love the fast forward feature? Me too. I have it set to 2 times, but you can set it to 4 times if you want. But it's really hard to follow 4x. And again, just like a normal playthrough, I'm not going to... I got an achievement, Assault Striker. I don't know what that means. I'm not going to remove the blind. Because once we're done with this fight, we do have a wee bit to go, but we can also just go backwards through that save crystal, which is what we're going to do. I'm not going to use items to get rid of the blind, we don't need to. But if all 4 of your party members get blinded, you should probably do something about that, because you will eventually die. Also, wiggly wobbly. That's how I die too. When I die, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna wibbly wobbly and then I'm just gonna blurred off. I don't know why I said slurred. I was going for like a slurp and a slide, but mixed together, but it sounds weird. Slurp and slide doesn't make any sense mixed together anyway. What am I doing? Look, man, I don't know what I'm talking about. Just assume I don't know what I'm talking about most of the time. Wibbly wobbly coming for that booty. Can we not talk about slime coming for that booty though? Anyway, we did it. Woo! Time to go 4x. Look at it go. Excuse me. The best thing to be coming for that booty. I don't know about that. You will not be able to leave this area easily. That's okay. Oops. We're just gonna die anyway. I don't think there's any gambits we can do. She doesn't have a license board, but we can't give her one yet, so it doesn't matter. He's gonna be our white mage once she officially joins us, whenever that happens to be. I don't remember what part of the story she actually joins us. Be a frog here. Yeah, there it is. Hey, bud. Ah. Here we go. The reason I have Cure set up at 70% is because it takes a while to cast Cure. I wish you hadn't shown up. It takes a while to cast Cure and we have so little health. I hate the fact that we got applied with blind. That one I'm gonna fix. It takes so little to get the cure off that it's possible that we'll actually die before the cure finishes. Somewhat hilariously enough. 6 hits, my dude. Vaughn the Destroyer, apparently. I think there's another ghost somewhere. I thought there was supposed to be, but maybe not. $93 gil, we rich. A bow gun. What is a bow gun, actually? Crossbow. We don't have anybody that can fire crossbows. I think there's the ghost. Is that 6 damage Balthier's doing? You woke up, didn't you? Oh, fucking... Yeah, you did. Of course you did. Why would you stay asleep when I'm trying to sneak past you? I think we're almost out of here, yeah. So it doesn't actually... Well, actually, now that I've said that, it does matter how much damage we take here. Because... Fight that one. No, fight this one. No, fight... No, fight them both. Whatever, I don't care. Because there's another boss fight at the end of this. This is actually pretty tricky. Not necessarily tricky, but the boss does a lot of damage, so. And at this point in the game, there's no better equipment we can have, so there's not really a whole lot we can do about it. What we can do is continue using our license points to get health as best we can. Means not at all, except for you. You can be Battle Blower. I too would like to acquire Battle Blower. I could give you Goddess Magicite. Give that to Fran. I should not have given that to Fran, actually. It doesn't matter. Let's give it to you. Yeah, we'll give it to him. I think. Yeah. So she gets the... She can't equip it. You get the Goddess Magicite, and then we get you the license points, if you can. There we go. Buttons are hard. Leave me alone. There we go. That way she has a little bit more health, and Vaughn has some more magic defense, because this boss is a magic-based boss. And he is the lowest HP person that we can actually give equipment to. We can't do anything about the fact that Amalia has 99 HP though. Unfortunately, she'll probably just die. We'll see how it goes. You get an item and you get an item and you can't. So goodbye. This is the first part of the game where it's barely likely that we will actually game over. Because this boss does actually hit quite hard, so... Do we have any other items? We have a dark mode, may as well pop that. You... canceled both of those, okay. I thought it took my item, I was about to say. It did it, good job. Did we use both of them? Yeah, okay. I'm dying, Squirtle. It does almost all of my health and damage. You need to have a gambit for this crap. You game over here a lot if you don't grind enough. Yeah. He's probably dead. Oh no, he's not dead yet. He might be dead. Bushfire. I wish you hadn't cast that while I was still trying to heal. I wish you hadn't cast that while I was still trying to heal. Repeated. Casting it again. Casting fire, okay. What we should do, I talked about it earlier, but I never actually did it. Slow the battle speed down. Normally spend around 30 minutes or so running back and forth. I normally don't grind here, I just get a few levels. Fuck. I get a few levels by the desert area at the very start of the game. So that I don't have to grind any here. I've already had to use 2 Phoenix Downs. I wish you wouldn't combo. It's good for him to be fighting her, because even though she has low health, her equipment is better than ours. We can't see it, but it is. So she will take less damage than the rest of our party. No, don't fight Vaughn. He didn't mean it, he's sorry. You killed me in the middle of being invulnerable. Help. Nope, Vaughn's dead. That's unfortunate timing. Hopefully no one else is dead, because it will auto-attack here. Oh, Vaughn's not dead. Invulnerability, clap. You antidote yourself. You also antidote yourself. I don't have any AoE potions or anything, unfortunately. You all need to heal. Like everybody all the time, everywhere needs to heal. You have 40 seconds left and you did it. I'm proud of you. You've done it. Oh, this is why nobody's healing. We don't have any EMP. I'll just have to manually do it. It's okay. Gonna burn a lot of potions, but... I wish he would cast fire more often, because that's actually the only thing I'm capable of tanking. Casting fire again, except on Amalia this time, which she can't tank that, only I can. That's fine though, we got potions. This is why we want potions. I wish Balthier could cast Cure, because he has a bunch of MP. Don't use Rush, I'm still healing. That was a good block. Good RNG. This is the run. This is the speed run, we got good RNG. He's gonna die, isn't she? Oh, nope. Please, for the love of God, kill it. Hey, so don't fight me unless you're casting fire. You want to cast fire? Actually, now that I think about it. Ooh, nice block. He's casting bushfire. Not nice. No longer nice RNG. Ah. Kill it. No more heals, just kill it. Actually, Vaughn needs to be alive. Oh, fuck it. Oh well. Vaughn misses out on the LP from killing it, but whatever. We did it! You believe in me? We killed the boss. We only had to use like 4 Phoenix Downs and 20 potions, but we killed the boss.
Stand where you are.
Easiest game of my life, to be honest. Oh hey, it's this guy with the magical hair color.
Now's not the time.
That fight actually went fairly well. We didn't get comboed too much, so if the boss combos, like he does bushfire and he does rush or a combo right after, it kills whoever he's fighting.
Better than a common assassin.
And if he combos too much, he'll kill your whole party.
Release them.
What are you doing?
Don't interrupt me. I'm thinking.
Don't interrupt me.
Where do
He
you
didn't
think
know what he
you're
was
going?
doing. You have to let him go. You have to.
Penelo! Sorry. That dinner will have to wait.
I told you.
That's enough!
Leave him alone.
I like how they don't even try to stop her.
Hold on to this for me, would you? Just until I bring Vaughn back.
These are the worst guards.
All right. Edgy, aren't we?
It's Balthier, my brother. What does that philanderer think he's doing? I was to kill Balthier, not those addle-pated Imperials.
That seemed not too bad a fight for level 1. Well, to be fair, that is also the first proper boss fight. The slimes are basically a mini-boss, and the thing in the tutorial is a joke, so... So bright! Jesus! My eyes! I should really have the lights in my room on, because it's getting dark
those
now.
Flowers you like. Gabbana lilies. Remember?
This is the part where we're supposed to be emotional about a person we don't know.
Nice, and how pretty they were. Remember? The king. Did you? Were you really a part of it? Even if you were, Captain Bosch must have tricked you into it.
I imagine this is supposed to be like just some sort of dream of Vaughn's. I don't really know. He also could just be hallucinating, I don't know. He is Vaughn. Maybe he's inclined to hallucinate about his dead brother, who knows? Freaking, can they stop using white transitions? It's too bright. So anyway, welcome to the dungeon where we're going to spend the rest of our short life rotting away. As old Dallin put it. I can't do the old Dallin laugh, I'm sorry.
Where are we?
Prison, where else?
You think it's foreshadowing for him being able to see
Or
the
a dungeon,
prince?
but it's really all the same.
He's dead though, question mark. Or are you talking about the prince of, the other place? I forgot the Empire. Forgot the name of it. God dang it. Arcades, that's what it is. The Arcadian Empire. But then you don't look like it, I don't know.
It's just a
Confused.
Jump at every little thing down here and you'll wear yourself out. It's not even a proper dungeon. They just sealed off the bottom level of the fortress. Take a look around. We're not the first they've thrown down here.
As you can tell by the corpse, we literally just stepped on.
She's off trying to find us a way out. Remember what curiosity killed? Just a friendly word of advice. This is all the water we've got. I'd save your strength if I were you.
When they go get the Dawn Shard, Ash sees her husband. Oh, Ash sees... Yeah, Ash sees a different vision. Occasionally, but it is the same person. You are correct, they do see that. But that is the work of that one dude whose name I've forgotten. What the hell? What are those things called? The Oracle things. Forgotten. That's the work of that one thing. It doesn't have anything to do with anything else, but maybe they are related. I'm not sure. But anyway, there's a bunch of treasure chests down here. There's no reason to open any of these except for in our case, because they all have knots of rust. Now, the only reason you would ever want to open all of these is if you want knots of rust. Knots of rust do pitiful amounts of damage and are otherwise useless, so why would you want them? Because they modify the damage that dark matter does. Hello, Balthier. So we want to throw dark matter at things before we end up having, or sorry, not dark matter. We want to throw knots of rust at things before we use a dark matter, because we're going to be using dark matter. So that dark matter does lots of damage. I think it caps at 60,000? Something like that? I don't know. It's a lot of damage either way, but we're going to end up using a lot of knots of rust at some point. T-Rex appeared and bit your head off. Well, yeah, that seems unfortunate. I feel like you'd need your head. But later on, when we're fighting enemies towards the end of the game, we're going to be building up dark matter before we fight them and just using a dark matter. Because that will be a huge chunk of damage in fights that will otherwise be very difficult. They're still going to be difficult, just the damage makes the fight shorter. Anyway, welcome. What's dark matter? It's an item that is, excuse me, throwable. I think there's 4 different versions of dark matter, but I won't go into the details. They're all called dark matter, I'm pretty sure, unless they changed that. But it's a throwable item that does a set amount of damage modified by how many knots of rust you've used since last you used a dark matter. Or since last you used that one summons special attack, because that summons special attack is basically dark matter. It's modified by knots of rust. Resets the knots of rust counter every time you use it.
He was defenseless.
A rather complicated system. Anyway. Yeah, what he said. Sounds OP. It requires quite a bit of build-up, and you don't get unlimited dark matter most of the time, so... In a normal playthrough, you might have, you know, like a few pieces of dark matter that you can use. But if you use dark matter willy-nilly, it does basically no damage. So players might be inclined to not use dark matter.
Something stinks in here, all right? I've changed my mind. This is no dungeon, it's a sty.
It's a sty. Reverberator.
I said you're the one that stinks, Hamshanks. Hear me now?
Reverberator. I don't know how he understands them, but you know.
You're right, Fran.
So this isn't a terribly difficult fight. One of them has protect, the other two don't. You should probably, if I could target everyone, kill the ones that don't have protect first. Because they're quicker to kill. That's basically the only reasoning. This fight's not hard though. Because you don't have any equipment, these enemies are scaled, excuse me. These enemies are scaled way down because you don't have any equipment, so. Basically just a matter of punching them to death until they fall over. Very simple. Excuse me, he parried me. Impressive. Anyway, there you go. We did it. The greatest brawlers in existence right here. 3 on 2 and one of them had a weapon. Still couldn't take us on. Something weaklings. Also note that Vaughn no longer has blood all over his face. Apparently at some point he took a shower and bandaged himself and healed up and then came back. Rather quick about that. Hey look, it's our friends again.
Great. They just don't give up, do they? Now is looking like a good time for us to leave.
Through the oubliette, there's a way out. Only
you sense the mist.
You never realized how easy that fight was. You also never realized how bad at the game you were. That fight's only easy because the enemies are scaled down to account for the fact that the player has no equipment.
What did you call me? Say that again. What? You couldn't hear?
The stats on the enemies aren't bad, it's just that they effectively also have no equipment.
Where is he?
You'd have done better, Bagamnon. By your own words, it was the Imperial army who caught this sky pirate of yours.
If you've leveled up, like level 9 or 10 probably by this point, I'm not sure. Then you can kill those guys in like 5 or 6 punches, so.
What's that you say now? Maybe I'll wet my blade on you before I kill Balthier.
That's enough, Bagamnon.
Also, this is a judge.
a judge.
See?
Judge? The self-proclaimed guardians of law and order in Arcadia. They're the elite guard of House Solidor, which effectively makes them the commanders of the Imperial army.
I'm glad I call things out right before the game says it.
They're more executioners than judges. Not a friendly lot, at any rate. What are they doing here?
The Emperor is willing to overlook race for his more talented servants. However, those that do not show respect will receive none in kind.
Your Honor.
You travel freely through our lands because the Emperor wills it. Am I correct? Where is the captain?
We have him in solitary, Your Honor. We're ready to begin our interrogation.
This does not concern you, bounty hunter.
What captain could they possibly be speaking about?
Find them.
Wedgie, that way.
It's going this way.
What's that?
I was going
to
this
follow
way.
the fox.
Huh?
The magics binding the door to the oubliette are quite strong. Too strong even for my talents.
That's why we'll get them to open it for us.
The oubliette.
How's going deeper into this
What's
place?
wrong? You don't trust her? Fiera's noses are sharp. If she says there's a way out, there's a way out.
Hi, Fran. Always trust Fran. She'll never let you down. Unless you, you know, fill the area with mist and she goes berserk and tries to kill your whole family, but you know. You don't need to heal me, lady.
Look.
Ah, the prison repository of rested relics and raiments.
So, our things are in here?
That's what I said.
You're gonna take a nap because your allergies are whooping their arse. Rest well. What family Vaughn has none? Wow. I mean, you're not wrong, but wow. So we're also gonna open all the treasure in here. This is the Zodiac version, international version, so there is no special requirement for... Get a second one of those? Yeah, we did. I got a tourmaline ring too. There is no special requirement for the Zodiac Spear, it's just a rare chest. It doesn't matter what we pick up. We do need this so that he can equip that. And then nobody else can do anything, yeah. Balthier is a gem. I like Balthier. Everyone likes Balthier, to be fair. Alright, time to save. Now we got the crew back with their equipment. Now normally in this area you would fight everything, because experience, mostly. But preferably I don't want to fight everything, but for some reason, well, that makes sense story-wise, but the guards here have really long aggro ranges once you actually start fighting things, so you tend to pull everything in the area anyway. Can't really avoid it.
There are more turnkeys than cut purses down here. I've had my fill of chains. Let's tread lightly, shall we?
He also says, let's tread lightly, shall we? But there is actually no way to get through this area without fighting things. So there's really no reason to try. But I guess if you want to, you can try and be all sneaky. All that jazz, but you know, look at that. Red names. It's always going to be a red name, by the way. Because we can't level. So literally everything in the game is scary. Please kill him, thank you. We don't want to pull too many things though, still. Because if we pull too many things, we're actually, oh hey, we're actually just going to die, so we have to be careful. Nice block. Would you not cast Protect though? It makes it real hard to kill you when you have buffs that I don't have. Makes it real hard to kill you when we have to cast Protect 6 times to get through a fight as well, you know? Just little things like that. Alright, so we're just gonna wait here for a second. Oh, never mind, we'll aggro that dude anyway. That's fine, they're aggroed on Balthier. Now, once we get things set up more properly, we're gonna want Balthier taking all of the damage anyway. We're fighting too many things. Because, oh, that's blind. Because Balthier has Knight as his job, so he'll have a bunch of health and he'll have heavy armor and stuff. It'll be beneficial for him to tank. He'll also have a shield, so he can block more, etc., etc. Oh, I didn't see you there. One thing, do we want to try to do this properly, quote unquote, or do we want to use the international version weapons that are horrifically broken? The weapons are really good, so is the shield, but it is possible to do it without those. It's just really hard. Of course, getting those is really hard too, so, you know, trade-offs. It's up to people watching though, I don't care either way. Hold on, I gotta respond to something. Typey type, etc, etc. More typey type, alright. Chances of getting them are actually insane. Yeah, that's why you RNG manip, because otherwise you're just gonna spend, you know, 8 hours potentially and still end up with nothing because of RNG. But you can RNG manip all of them, I believe. Just some of them are more complicated than others. You tried for a bit, then said fuck-oodle it. Accurate. The easiest one to get is the shield. And the shield makes you much, much tankier. It's what is it, 80 evade and 80 magic evade, and it makes you
have grown very thin, Bosh.
absorb all elements or something like that. Makes you immune to everything? I'm not exactly sure, but it's really
Less
good.
than a man. Sentenced to death, and yet you live? Why?
To silence Hondor. How many times must I say it?
Is that all?
Why not ask Vane himself? Is he not one of your masters?
We've caught a leader of the insurgents. She's being brought from Rabanasta, the woman Amalia. Who could that be? Such a faithful hound to cling so to a falling kingdom.
Better than throwing it away.
Throwing it away, as you threw away our homeland.
Oh man, shots fired. Those two are twins, if you can't tell. That's like the entire premise of this storyline, is that those two are twins, if you can't tell.
This the place?
The mist is flowing through this room. It must be going somewhere.
You're no Imperials. Please, you must get me out.
It's against my policy to speak with the dead, especially when they happen to be Kingslayers.
I did not kill him.
Is that so? Huh. Glad to hear it.
Fantastic.
Please, get me out. For the sake of Dalmasca.
Dalmasca? What do you care about Dalmasca?
Remember when I said he was
Everything
impulsive?
that's happened is because of you! Everyone that's died, every single one, even my brother.
A bunch of Imperials were just here.
The guards will hear.
Let's jump on the metal cage and yell. What could go wrong? I see nothing wrong with this plan. Also, this is how we die. Round 2, because it seems to be recurring. But of course we won't die, because that's how video games work. We'll just be down here. Covered in rubble with a completely destroyed steel metal cage. I don't know why I said steel metal, but...
Spare us your quiddities.
Yeah, but he's
a traitor, I know. Stay here and fight if you want. If you can walk, let's go.
You're taking him with us?
We could use another sword arm.
And you have it.
Unfortunately, it is a sword arm with no sword, which makes him basically worthless until he gets a sword. Unfortunately, he provides nothing for the party except for damage, I believe. Unlike Amalia, who can heal. I don't think he can do anything. No, he's got nothing. He punches things. That is his entire existence. Is punching things. Excuse me. Whoa, that's a lot of gil. Forgot about that one. Every time I play this game, I forget about that chest. What? Oh man. Someone subbed. Thank you very much, Rommel. Forgot I had that noise on. Scared myself. Thank you very much. Is that Rommel? Or Ramu? It's Ramu852. I thought there was an L there. Thank you very much. We caused that terrible racket. So unfortunately, the stairs we fell on is actually the only way out, except for this gate, but this gate doesn't work until we repair the power. But for now, we can buy some equipment, which we will want to do. Oh, we get supplies? This guy has a different shop later in the game as well that we'll have to come back to and buy some things. License. So armor 2? Yeah. So armor 2 and weapon 1 probably? Let's see what weapons he has actually. Oh, he does have Mage Masher. Man. So optimally it would be armor 1 or 2 and then weapon 2 probably for most of these. God dang it. I don't know if I can even afford all this crap. I don't think I can. You don't have any art. I keep hiccuping, I'm sorry. You also don't have broadsword, and you don't have... Yeah, you do. You have hand axe. You can't buy that though. Nobody can afford to buy anything or equip anything. That's alright. Buy Mage Masher, equip that. I mean, we could buy the other stuff now. Equip it later. What do I want? Do I want this stuff? I guess I do, at least for him, right? Because that's +2, everything else is +1. So that he's slightly less likely to fall over from a single attack. Only one of you can equip armor. Okay. I mean, we may as well, again. We need to have the best equipment because we have no cushion of HP from levels, so we're kind of screwed on that front. We already have the stuff we need. We'll buy one of those because why not? You've enjoyed my LP of FF games. 5 or 6 years, good God, man. How am I doing? I'm doing quite alright, actually. Thank you for asking. Thank you for subbing, too. We need more potions before we do that, actually. Dark is AoE, but nobody can use it. And we're not buying those because we need the money. That's the only emote I have, I'm sorry. It's the only emote I can have, but I made it as a test. We'll probably just keep it anyway. Yeah, let's get some... Well, she can't use any of the... Oh, yeah, she can. Hand axe right there. You doofus. Yeah, let's get the sword for this dude. We can't equip it yet, but that's fine. Another set of armor for her. Just so that she has it. We won't equip it, obviously. That was loud. I won't be streaming too much longer, so unfortunately you subbed right at the end, but also a bunch of viewers right at the end. We're just setting up stuff for next time. Next time I stream will be tomorrow at approximately the same time. Yeah, I don't think we get any of this, so I think that's all the equipment. Did I ask how you were doing? I think I did. If I didn't, how are you doing? Nothing happens. So the reason nothing happens, do we have to talk to this guy? Let's go prepared. Get supplies, no. I was wondering if we had to push that and then talk to that guy, but apparently not. I have to press this and then talk to that guy, that's the order. You think I'd remember that given how many times I played this bloody game? A central power relay. How could you tell? Is it the gigantic bloody wires coming off it? Try putting this in that contraption. For some reason, he just has a tube fuse in his back pocket. I don't understand why he has that. It's never explained why he has that. He just has it. I guess since he's down here, he probably wants to be... Oh god, that's bright. Be prepared and all that jazz. But hey. Why is he missing MP? That shouldn't be how that works. Another thing, I didn't mention this before, or in any other time I've played this game, but there's min-maxi stuff that you can do. Normally, you do this if you're just really into min-maxi stuff, but the HP that characters start with, and the HP and MP, for that matter, both of these, that characters gain for every level is slightly randomized. So if you want to be real min-maxi, you have to pay attention to that. If you're doing New Game Minus, you should probably pay attention to that, but I'm lazy, so we're not doing that. Emotes are nice and good. Not the main reason to sub. Hey, some people collect emotes. In real life, you're learning to do chocolate. To make chocolate? Like chocolate stuff? That's kind of cool. 10 out of 10. I like chocolate, not gonna lie. Feel free to check the hunt board 40 times, talk to the owner of an armor shop, talk to the owner of a magic shop, then speak to the merchant Gatsley, talk to Doo. Does that actually do that? Yeah, the best weapon for New Game Minus is the gun, for sure. I knew that much. I didn't know this about the shops, though. Does that change something in the bazaar? Or something in the shops? I never heard this. You accidentally made chocolate ice cream, but that was good too. Chocolate ice cream is great. Now you accidentally make that, but that's actually humorous. Oh, you get bizarre. Oh yeah, you get that grimoire. That's right. We should do that early though, because that's useful for us in New Game Minus. New Game Plus, it doesn't really matter. Or New Game, it doesn't really matter. Nothing matters in New Game Plus, because you start at level 90, but you know. I'll have to keep that in mind. I should be able to do that when we exit this place, right? Yeah, because we're going to do Thextera on the way back. Yeah. Do I plan on doing the harder hunts? I was going to try. I was thinking of trying. Like, is it even possible to do the late game hunts without the special weapons and stuff? I doubt it. That'd be crazy, but I'm gonna try, so. You're trying to create sort of cream flavor and it turned into ice cream. Good lord. Some are. Fair enough. That's what you're gonna ask? I asked earlier if I should try to do as much as I can, like vanilla, without the international weapons and stuff. I'm not a very big streamer, so. We're gonna get Ribbon, because Ribbon's just a thing that's in the base game anyway. I'm gonna try to do as much as I can, I guess, without those special stuff. The special items. But we'll see. If it becomes like obscene amounts of hassle, we'll try and get Gendarme, which is gonna be a hassle in and of itself to begin with, because we have to defeat Ultima to do it, so. Actually, is there another way? I don't know. I'll have to look it up when it's relevant, but. We'll see. We're gonna try and do as much of it at vanilla as possible. So no international weapons, just the stuff we can get normally. New game minus won't let you level up? Yes, you cannot level. So characters' starting level is the level they have for the rest of the game. It is very difficult. The only stat increases you get are passive stat increases from the license board, which are not anywhere near as strong as level up increases. Because by the end of the game, you're level like 50. You'll have something like 6,000 health on some people. When we get to the final boss, we'll have, what, like 1,000? Or slightly less than 1,000 or something like that? I'm not sure. If it's even possible with that, I don't know. Without the weapons and stuff, we'll see. But I'm gonna stop streaming for now, because I gotta get stuff done. But I should be streaming tomorrow as well at the same time, which was, I started at like 1 Eastern. 3.5 hours ago. Should be every day from now, except for some days that I say on Twitter. I'm the only one doing New Game Minus. I've already played this like 60 times. I figured I may as well do New Game Minus. I'll be streaming again. I should be streaming every day, same time-ish, so come back, watch more. We'll see how it goes. It's been going alright so far, but you know, it's the beginning of the game. Thanks for the sub again, appreciate it. Follow me, Twitter, I got a Twitter, there's a link somewhere, I don't fucking know. I'll announce streams on there, or you can follow me, it announces on email, I think, I don't know. I don't know how this shit works, I just play video games. Sorry for stopping the stream. There's a bunch of people that are showing up now too, it's unfortunate. But I do have to go, so... Actually save before I close the game, you imbecile. 2.5 hours. Oh, that's because I was doing stuff at the start of the stream. I'll be back tomorrow and the day after. You know the drill. Bye, thanks for watching, etc, etc.